Sorry, Johnny and Naomi, but an attempt to justify a false DMCA action by talking about a conflict of rights between freedom of expression and other rights is something that I cannot leave unanswered. I think, to be perfectly honest with you, you've lost the plot. You see, freedom of expression, freedom of speech is not about being able to say whatever you like, whenever you like it, and under any circumstances. That is not what freedom of expression is about. Freedom of expression deals specifically with the freedom to express your opinions. And if you understand that, any conflict, first of all, melts away, but also you'll start realizing, I hope, why what you're doing is so fundamentally wrong. And I'm going to use the very examples that were raised in the video that Johnny posted in defense of Naomi's illegal action. I'm going to use the Fred Phelps example, I'm going to use the example of murder that was raised in the comment section, and I'm going to use the actual occurrence that it all revolves around, what Naomi did. Let's first of all look at the simplest example, murder. I have had a number of hysterical reactions to my comments stating that it should be a person's right to state an opinion that murder would be justified, or rape, for example. No matter how much we despise a person's point of view in that regard, if they think that it is justifiable to rape a 6-year-old girl by marrying her, then that is an opinion that that person has a right to express. A person who states such an opinion should not be shut up, they should be opposed. And we oppose that person by presenting counter-arguments or even by ridiculing them. But we do not proceed to shut them up. You see, there is a huge difference between stating an opinion that you think it should be okay to rape a 6-year-old girl, or actually providing information that leads to such a thing. You see, the fact that you state an opinion that is revolting and about something that is illegal doesn't change those circumstances. It is still illegal to rape a 6-year-old girl, and it is still illegal to pretend that you're married to her. So, in other words, a person would be entitled to express their opinion that such things are okay, but if such a person publishes information that would lead to a murder or a rape, then that person is still breaking the law. And the action should be taken against how they are breaking the law, not against the fact that they are stating an opinion, no matter how revolting that opinion is. Now let's have a look at Fred Phelps and his merry bunch of morons. Now Fred Phelps thinks that gay people are all going to hell, and he also has all sorts of hang-ups about Australians and people who serve in the military and so on and so forth. Now again, Fred Phelps has every right in the world to express his opinion, even though we all know how disgusting those opinions are. That doesn't mean he doesn't have the right. It doesn't mean that he has a right to demand a platform for his opinions though. It doesn't mean that he can bang on the door of the country's largest TV station and demand to be given airtime to air his opinions. It is up to himself to find the platform. But once he has done so, we cannot take that platform away from him. He has a right to use any platforms he might find and use them to express his disgusting opinions. Now there is a huge difference again between that and gate crashing a funeral. A funeral is a private occasion to which only family and friends are invited. It will not do to gate crash a funeral and start spreading your opinions uninvited. That has nothing to do with free will. That has got to do with harassment. So, again, when he does so, he could be stopped from doing so because he's causing a disturbance of the peace, not because he is expressing an opinion that is unacceptable. You see the slight difference there. You see the small but important difference there. Because that is what you need to understand in order to understand why Naomi's actions are so utterly repugnant and unacceptable. No matter what this guy is saying, and no matter how much you disagree with what he's saying, he has a right to use the platform that he has found, YouTube, to express his opinions. And as long as YouTube are willing to provide this platform to him, you have no right to try and shut him up. Nobody has that right. So think about that. Think about that for a moment. Think about what you're doing here, people. If this is the way you want to fight the battle against Islam, you are losing it. And you might be losing it for all of us. Is that really what you want?